we got a lot of value for what we had in the last week. So let's just go over, probably we'll just go over some trades alongside what we have for next week. Today's Friday, so we just have to tone it down in the markets. All right. And people that are just joining us, once again, you are very much welcome. Okay. So let's look at the economic calendar. Let's see what today has for us. See what today has for us. Okay. So today is Friday. Today is Friday, the 10th of October. 10th of October. So we at 1:30, we expect something for Canadian dollar. All right. So it's 1:30, we expect something for Canadian dollar. That's the employment change and unemployment rates, right? So the card may be very busy at that time, and then at 3 p.m. we are going to have news also. So at 3 p.m. we expect something to occur in the markets. All right. So that's what we are expecting. Okay, that's nice. So let's just go over some charts. Let's just see some charts and what today is going to look like. Let's just go over the red lists. I hope we make money this week because we had so many trade calls. People from the funded, we had to take profit on the synthetics. And then in the normal live session, we have had a couple of very good trades that were called by myself and Mr. Val. So I hope you made money. Mr. Femi said that the only people that did not make money this week are the people, or the people that lost money this week are the people that did not fund their accounts. Mr. Femi, okay? I think he just left the call. He was here. He said that the only people that did not make money last week are the people that did not fund the account, and I could not agree less. All right, I'm busy agreeing more, but you get the point I'm trying to make. All right, so let's see. Let's just start with AUD USD. AUD USD, we have been making new highs. Remember that you're still expecting AUD USD to go up. You're expecting AUD USD to go up till this point, right? So now, yes, we are very much in the premium zones. Let me make that to be bolder. Very much in the premium zones. You know that when we cross the 50% and enter this side, you have entered the what? You have entered the premium, and we look to sell from premium, is it not? And then we look to buy from discount. So we are currently in the premium. So even if we start looking, if we start getting some sales, it wouldn't be out of place. All right, it wouldn't be out of place to start catching some sell opportunities. All right, well, at least we know that overall this is like an order block that we want price to run into. Okay, so that being said, I have this fair value gap in the discounted area that if price does not touch this guy first and it comes here first, then you know that I'm very much buy from here. But if price should come here first, right? If price should come here first, then you know that it's probably this low that price should trade all the way to. Is that okay? So that's that. So for AUD USD now, you see that we just took short to the upside, and let's go to the daily. And the daily, this is where price is currently playing with. It is where price is currently playing with. All right. And then you see that we went up again to break structure. We expanded. Can you see? Let's look at the line chart. So we expanded again to the upside, right? And now let's see 4 hours. Now, okay, so 4 hours now fell into something like a demand that was here. Is that okay? But I'm not going to just straight up buy this guy, right? I need more confirmation that price wants to go up before I will look to look to buy, and also see that there is a sort of supply here. See, this is also a very valid supply. That may want to drive price to the downside. So USD now is like in a tug of war. between the buyers and the sellers. Is that okay? So we're going to wait for AUD USD to smoothen out its movement, and then we can join in. Because if I want to go back to the daily time frame, you'll see that there are also some liquidity here that price may want to come and fill. Can you see that? You see that after breaking this daily, let's go back to the weekly. See that we took structure on the weekly. So where did this whole movement start? Is it not from down here? Exactly. And then there is a what? There is a sweep here. There is a sweep here, and then there is fair value gap. So all of this may serve as what? May serve as inducements in the form of liquidity. So price may still come and trade here. So currently, I'm not doing anything for AU, but this is an area that AU may likely come to trade from. So let's just be on the lookout for AU and not do anything rash. Is that okay? So that's that for AUD USD. That's that for AUD USD. Bitcoin. Okay, what's Bitcoin saying? So Bitcoin finally we had the drop. Finally had the drop from here. Had the drop from this. It was a what's it called? The drop was from this other block here. Right? We had the drop all the way till what? Till this draw on liquidity. So now let's see. Let's go back to the daily time frame and see something. So now after grabbing the drop, right? I would have really loved it if yesterday closed with a body, right? Bitcoin has been very bullish for the longest time. You know that Bitcoin has been bullish for the longest time. So normally I would have loved it if price closed below this guy with the body on the daily time frame. Because now that price closed with a wick, we may experience some what? We may experience some pullbacks. Is that okay? We may experience some pullbacks. You can see 4 hours a week, daily is a week. So if something happens and then these 4 hours come and break structure like this, you know that Bitcoin may actually look to buy back. Bitcoin may actually look to buy, yes. Because what? The daily closed with a week, it did not close here. You see, all this took place, it closed with a week. That is a sign of liquidity sweep to go the opposite direction. Is it not? All right. So as that has happened, there's a tendency that Bitcoin, even if it wants to sell again, it may still do something like this before selling. Now, the only thing that will make me to turn my bias back to selling is that today comes and closes below here with a body. Then I'll say, okay, good. I can now go to what? The 4 hours time frame and look for any expansion or let me say another block that caused that move to continue selling. But what I'm trying to say now in essence is that what I'm saying in what I'm saying in essence is that on the daily time frame, now we close with a week, so there is a tendency that price may want to go up. So what will happen is 4 hours now, 4 hours may do what? 4 hours may give expansion here. If 4 hours give expansion and closes, that candle that is taking that high closes with body, you know that there's tendencies that Bitcoin may buy for now. Is that okay? But for now, there's nothing on there. It's either price goes to do what? To expand to the upside, then we can look to buy, or it comes back down to close below here with a candlestick, right? And then we can now look to continue the sales after the retracement. Okay. So you see, if this thing does not happen this week, then definitely next week we should pounce. Next week we should pounce. All right. That's that for BTC day body. That's that for Bitcoin. Is that okay? So let's just be patient and wait for price to unfold. CAD CHF. All right. So our trade on CAD CHF triggered yesterday. Our trade on CAD CHF triggered yesterday. And you can see the trade is currently moving well in profits, right? We know the reason for this trade. It was a traditional QMR setup, right? The build up was a traditional QMR setup where you have a what? Where you have price do something like this. Price is giving you a break of structure, see if it wants to sell, is it not? But then it goes back up and then it still fails to buy from here. Rather, it does this, it does this. So you see now this is a what? This is a sweep, right? And this is now a break, right? Sweep and a break, and then price now goes to do what? To give inducement here. So after the inducement, whatever thing was happening inside here, people that attended people that attended the what's it called? The intermediate session. This will make a lot of sense to them after our class yesterday. So you see that there's going to be something here, right? Like an order block that powered this break of structure. So price now comes back to do what? To build liquidity here, and then goes to sweep liquidity before continuing the sell. Is that okay? So that's where this sell is coming from. Is that okay? That's where this sell is coming from. So let's see how it closes this week, and then we'll know if we can continue dropping. But for now, the trade is active. We have done just, I think we have just done shy of 0.5 R. So we are still waiting to see how this trade will go. Hopefully we can, and if we can get up to halfway through the trade, that is not a bad way to close the week on CAD CHF. So it's a nice reaction, it's a nice rejection from our order block, and I hope some of us were able to capitalize. All right, the trade is still running. Okay, so that's CAD CHF, very easy. And then of course we know that if this guy now, if for some reason this trade does not play out, we have something here that is a very valid key level. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. See the amount of time that price has interacted with that area. So if price sweeps this high, then you know that it wants to just tap in this key level and sell. Wants to tap in this, use this high as inducement, tap in the key level and sell all the way till this draw on liquidity. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. So that is the plan for CAD CHF. All right. That's the plan for CAD CHF. So let's still be on the lookout while this trade is running. If the trade fails, we know where we're going for next. And for now, the trade remains and the trade is very solid. All right. So let's continue. CAD JPY. What's happening on CAD JPY? Okay, CAD JPY. I just want to draw this. I want to draw this key level for next week. You see the way price played around that area. Price liked that zone a lot. So this is an area that price can likely come to trade from to go back to the high. And of course, you know that JPY opened with a very solid gap, a very big gap this week, right? This week opened with a big gap. So price needs to go back to filling those imbalances. Look at all of this. This here to here is inefficiency, is imbalance, fair value gap, anything you want to call it. That is what is happening there. Is that okay? So what we're expecting now is some pullbacks into our key levels that we have here before we continue buying CAD JPY. Very simple analysis. You see, you don't need to waste time doing analysis. There's really no need to waste all the time in the world trying to analyze the markets. Is that okay? When you see it, you mark it out and then you wait for price to come back to that area before you capitalize. Very simple. So that's that for CAD JPY. We have a key level here that we're expecting price to make its way into before we buy. All right. That is that. Let's see Euro CAD. Okay. So our Euro CAD is in profit. The same thing that we analyze for CAD CHF. Let's go back to CAD CHF. Can you see? CAD CHF was for sell, is it not? CAD CHF was for sell, where we have this, and this, Abi, where price comes and does this. All right. Now let's go to Euro CAD. Let's go to Euro CAD. Now, what are you saying for Euro CAD? Is it not the opposite of this? Is it not the opposite that we are having for Euro CAD? So if you flip this stuff, they flip this pattern upside down, what will you get? You get something like this. Is it not? And that is what Euro CAD is respecting from. So you see, this was the sweep. Instead of price using here as a selling opportunity to drop, what the price now do? Price now went back up to take that high, and then use here as what? As inducement. So what will it do? It will just come back to tap into the fair value gap and other block that was down here and start its movement. As simple as that. So Euro CAD we called Eurocard and that card CHF. So they are very good trades that are running. So if hopefully we can still get another push up, that would also not be a bad way to close out this week. Is that okay? That would also not be a bad way to close out this week. Okay. So let's see how this plays out. And of course, we know that we are still here. The same way we have for CAD CHF, we also have something here. When we go to the 4 hours, it should declare on the 4 hours. So you see, this is still another key level. I think if I'm drawing it, okay, this is better. This is better. This is better. You see? See what you see what I like this zone, Abi? We have what price interacted with here. Now turn around, use it as a resistance. Now it has violated it. So when price wants to come here, it will use this low as inducement. So when it touches here, it's going to fly up, and then our final target will be what? Will be something like this DOL. Is that okay? So when price touches here, there's tendency that it will do what? It will buy all the way till that high. Is that okay? Very simple analysis. Very simple analysis. So we use the QMR to enter here. Here we are anticipating that key levels should work out here. Very, very simple. All right. Let's go to Euro NZD. Okay. Euro NZD, we talked about it yesterday also. Talked about Euro NZD also yesterday. And then what did we say? Let me just go ahead and draw it afresh. As at that time, yesterday, we're sweeping this low. Is it not? We're sweeping this low as yesterday. And then we said that price may come for this high. All right. So now what happens? 4 hours expanded as at the point. It was just, we had this. At the point is all that we had. So what was it? So what was called that when we go to the 1 hour time frame, we should see what a fair value gap for us to confirm that price wants to buy from that place. Is that okay? So this our line of expansion is what was now supposed to work as the entry. You see, that was now the entry. So normally we should aim for this high, but if you can do 3R, 2R, that's fine. And then another thing to take note of is that this high now is yesterday's high. So when price takes this high, you can break even your trade, right? When price takes this yesterday's high, break even your trade so that you don't get caught up in the downward movement. Price can still take yesterday's high and still go up very well, very, very possible. But the thing is that here we like to be very, very logical with our approach. If we know that when price takes yesterday's high, it likes to go for the low. So because you are in a trade from yesterday does not mean you should be sentimental to the fact that yesterday's high has now been taken and there's a tendency for the low to be swept. Is that okay? Those that follow this live session will understand what I'm just saying. The fact that yesterday's high is taken, and now because we are trying to buy or we are already buying from here, we now close our eyes to logic that I'm in a buy now. Why will I? It's a lie. Be very, very logical in your trading. Don't be sentimental for any reason. If this place now takes this high, what I will do is to break even the trade. Is that okay? I break even the trade. If for some reason price comes down here, is that not expansion that price is trying to expand to go down? Now expansion, no. Is it not? But there's still a way price will do what? Price will take the high and then just keep buying. Yes, there's a tendency. That's why I will say just break even. If you cannot hold on, you can close the trade the moment price takes this high. Today is Friday. So I feel like you should actually close the trade when price takes this high so that from Monday you can start a new price action. But then again, this is still a very nice behavior from Euro NZD and a very nice price action. All right. So, like I said, I hope you are taking what we do in this live session very seriously. Like Mr. Femi said, now those who no fund account lose yesterday. All right, so let's continue. That's Euro NZD. I don't know why he's not on this call. I wanted to hear this thing that I'm saying, but it's all right. Let's continue. Euro USD. So I have this. Let me analyze this Euro USD from a higher perspective for us. Now, remember that Euro USD took this place with a week, right? You see, so you see that when you have a high like this, that price goes and does what sweeps with a week like this, there's tendency that price will come for the low. Is it not? When you see this on the daily or the weekly time frame, there is high tendencies that price will go back to the downside. Is it not? And that is exactly what happened. The moment price took this place with a week, price did not close. As you see, price did not close here with body. Maybe price closed with a week. So there's tendency that price is trying to reverse. Is that okay? Now, so see, weekly has confirmed that we may be selling. Let's go to the daily time frame. What is on the daily time frame? You see that we have been breaking structure to the downside ever since then on the daily time frame. Is that okay? So now you are probably wondering where I drew my line from. I just did it actually. You see that this is an expansion. This is at least let me just use a break of structure, a break of structure. This is a break of structure. This is a break of structure. Is it not? Now, can you agree with me that this here to here is also a break of structure? That's also a break of structure. So in as much as we have these small ones, right, this whole thing like this is still break of structure. So you see that what is price likely always trying to do? Price is always wanting to react to the last expansion or to the last break of structure. And you can see that all of this one now, this line I just drew is the last expansion. Can you see that daily? That's yesterday. You see that yesterday took all of these areas, whether I want to draw it from here or whether I want to draw it from here. Yesterday took it with a body. So there is tendency that price wants to do what? Price just wants to retrace and then continue. I don't know if you understand, at least to this low. Price just wants to retrace and continue at least to this low. Maybe we have this low that may be taken later, but at least this is the first place that Euro USD may finally come for. So let's go to the 4 hours and see, is there a fair value gap? Right now, you see that this other one, price has interacted with here. I'll delete it. This one now, price tried to interact, but there is no fair value gap here, so I'll delete it. So now you see that the most recent expansion or change of character or break of structure is where we currently are now. Can you see that? This is the most recent break of structure. So are you telling me that Euro USD does not have tendency to come into this place and drop? Of course, it does has the tendency. And you can see, let me show something again. If you understand price action, see this low. Why you see that price did not do daily low sweep before coming? If price did this, if price swept this low first before coming, I will not take the sell. Why? Because price has plans. Price has tendency of coming for this place. This is how we build our anticipatory skills. Anticipatory skills. That's how you build your anticipatory skills. Is that okay? If price took this low, then this high may be where would have been coming for to take. Is it not? But since today opened what? Without taking yesterday's low. Can you see? Today just opened and stopped somewhere here, and then it's coming back up. What is this? Is this coming back up? It's simply a retracement. All right? Price is simply trying to retrace. Can you see? Price is trying to retrace. See that there is no distance. So there is a tendency that price can come here and sell up till at least this low. Is that okay? I don't know if what I said now makes any sense. There is a tendency that price can come for this place and drop. Very, 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 very possible. And then even here, this place too is also like a fair value gap. So like an order block. So if you're taking the trade and you want to cover the whole high, that's fine. It's just that it will be a 1 point something risk to reward ratio for our immediate low. So you may need to do something like this depending on what you like, or you can just take the trade like this. So if you recall, when I opened this chart, I had two trades, two tools were open. So it was something like this and this one. So you can trade from any of the areas, but at least you see that there is a possibility that price is just trying to retrace into this guy to continue. Something like this happened on GBP AUD. I'm not sure, but let me just check. So I think something happened on GBP AUD yesterday. Let me check the daily time frame. GBP AUD was falling. Is it here? So you see, it was here. It was here. You see that? Why didn't price retrace all the way till all this high before dropping? Because price does not have time for that. See, the last low here was taken with a body. So what price had to do was to just look for the most recent expansion. Is it not here? Look for the most recent expansion, which is this place. Go to 4 hours time frame, and you can see that price just went to seek out what? Price just went to seek out the fair value gap that was lying down here. And that is where this trade, that is where, what's going on? That is where this trade happened. Can you see? That was the most recent expansion here, from here to here. Are you seeing that? And this is where what price just came for this other block, and then it fell. Can you see? When price already established that he wants to fall, right? All the way from these highs. Price already established that he wanted to fall. So what he's simply doing is just taking all the low. So when this low was taken with a body, this was another reason that, price will just do what? Price will just retrace and come for this low now. Is it not? And that's what it did. Now, after this low was taken, go to the daily time frame. You see that low was taken with a what? With a body of the candlestick, not the wick, the body of the candlestick. So the body of the candlestick means price will just do what? Price will retrace into the most recent fair value gap expansion and come for where? And come for this low. If you understand this thing, you really appreciate it. So you see that yesterday did not close with a body. So I'm not going to look for that expansion and sell again. But if today comes and does something like this, then you can expect that if today closes like this, you can expect that price can run into the most recent expansion and trade till this low again. That is how you follow what they call, that's how you follow order flow. That's how you follow order flow. Price is taking a low with body. So what is it trying to do? It's trying to retrace into here and take it again with body, retrace into here. That's simply order flow. Now, the moment price takes this low like this with a wick, not a body, that is a sign of what? That is a sign of reversal. Is that okay? That is simply price action. I've given you price action in few minutes. Is that okay? So now you know how to trade alongside the trend. Okay, so where were we? I think we're in Euro USD. So that's why I'm saying that there is tendency after price has taken here with a body, price may just want to come for the most recent expansion, which is this guy, and trade all till this lows. Is that okay? Right. So this may just be a trade to close the week. So if you did not enjoy any trade that we shared here all through the week, this is not a bad way to, to pick out something before the week closes. Is that okay? So that's that for Euro USD. So GU is the same thing now. I'm not going to explain it again. It's the same thing. You can use your eye to see the way it happened. All right. The only thing with GU now is that GU came to sweep yesterday low. So I'm not going to straight up sell from GU. Instead, let's today, in fact, I'll not trade GU again this week. Sorry. Let this candle just come and serve as liquidity. Then GU can enter here and drop next week. Is that okay? I'm not even trading GU, but I'm just showing you that GU has tendencies of what? Of selling from all this imbalance. Is that okay? Price is very simple to read if you actually devote time to learn it. Okay. NZD, okay, leave these ones. I was just studying something there. So let's break down this trade on the USD card. So first of all, before the trade breakdown, this is where I'm looking at for next week, or at least maybe even not next week, at least for the future. You see the key level here. When price comes into this place, I'll be very much interested in taking a trade from here. Is that okay? All right. So let's go. What do you see here? The same thing I just explained. Price did this, closed with a body, came back to the most recent expansion. Let me check if there was something on the 4 hours. I did not even know, Seth. Price just came for here. Is it not up? It went. Good. Go back to the daily time frame. What do you see again? Let me delete this one. Price did what? Price did the same thing again. Closed with a body. So what's he trying to do? He's trying to retrace into the what? Into the most recent expansion, which happened somewhere here, even though it's a little bit dirty, but the most recent expansion was somewhere here. All right, this was the most recent expansion. Can you see? And they had a fair value gap. So what is price trying to do? Price is trying to give us a cue that he wants to buy all the way till this next high. So what did I do? I came to the market. I now spotted what? I spotted our usual fully bullish engulfing candlestick. Can you see? I had a fully bullish engulfing on the 4 hours here, and I had it what? I had it here. Now let's tackle this first one now. Let's go to the 1 hour to look for entry. Now, why didn't I get an entry here on the 1 hour? Because there was no fair value gap for me to trade from. The fair value gap that came in was here, and it was not solid enough for me. Is that okay? So I stayed away from the first one. Good. Go back to the 4 hours time frame. What do you see? There was another fully bullish engulfing candle formation again. So I now said, oh yeah, this time around, say price will give me entry. And you see that price did what? Price was very much interested in this place, using here as liquidity. Can you see that? Can you see? And then let me also blow your mind. This was also a key level. See the way this low now was a low that price was playing with a lot. So what I simply did was I came and entered that trade I posted on the group. That trade. This is how I took the trade. So you see that after the sweep and a break, there was fair value gap. Can you see? And then I know I took my TP here for about 2 hours, but you see the price finally ran to this high. Price ran to the high because it was inevitable. Is that okay? It's simple basic market structure. When price takes the high like this with body, where is it? What will it do? It will retrace to the internal range liquidity and then to come back again for the external range liquidity. If it takes with a body again, it will come down and do the same thing again. So it was eminent that what price will come for this high. I don't know if you understand. It was eminent that price will come for this high. Is that okay? So whether you took your TP here for 2 hours or anywhere, anyhow, we sure knew that price was going to come for this high. So I wanted to quickly break down this trade that I took yesterday on USD card for us to understand my reason for this trade. Is that okay? Now, yesterday closed with a body, is it not? So is there no tendency that price may want to come back here to go up? Yes, there is tendency. And then how is price doing that? Price is doing that. This thing sweep. Yes, it's swept. Price is doing that by what? By sweeping yesterday's high. By sweeping yesterday's high. Now, there are times that price may not even sweep that high. It may just start, it may just start retracing to the next one before it shoots up. Is that okay? But now, you see that price has taken yesterday's high. So there is a tendency that 4 hours, you see, is not yet clean. So we stay away. 4 hours should give us what? A break of structure or at least a fully bearish engulfing so that we can now look to sell. So what is the last place that price is going to come from? So what is the retracement? Is it not this key level? Is it not this key level that price is going to come to look for in the future? It is. I hope I'm not too fast and I hope I'm making sense. Okay. So this is the key level that price, in the future will come to trade from. See all of this fair value gap. Price has to fill it up. Price has to come back to interact. There is so much inefficiency and imbalance. And the laws of price is that price always wants to do what? Price always wants to fill imbalance and attack liquidity. Very, very simple. So when price is taking liquidity and filling imbalance, okay, let's just say something like this happens here. Let's say something like this happens. Let me draw that again. So something like this happens, right? This is liquidity now, and this is imbalance. So when price does this, price has fulfilled its task. What is it going to do? Is it not going to come for the next ERL? Oh, wow. Go and study the market too. Go and study the markets. I'm giving off so much. I'm giving off so much that I should. Is that okay? So that's what's going to happen for USD card. Is that okay? The USD card can come down here before buying again. And then see where the USD card is coming from. Can you remember this one that we talked about? This area here that we talked about. So after price has done this and done this for retracement, no be this high they come for. Okay, I won't talk again. No, I'll not talk again. All right. Let's continue. What's happening here? Euros. Okay, here's the CHF. This is a trade for next week. You see that CHF has been trading downward. So what did price now do? Price now took here with a wick this time around instead of body. Can you see the one that it took with body? The one that it took with body here. Can you see? Is it not retracement that price retraced to come for this low? Okay. Now that it took that place with wick, what is price trying to tell you? Price trying to tell you that the sellers were not strong enough to close with a body. So there is a tendency that USD CHF will buy. And you can see that it has started the movement. It has even expanded. Now the week is ending in 12 hours. And then what we do is it not to come to daily time frame? What do you spot on the daily time frame? They have started having what? Expansions to the upside. So let me tell you what happened on USD CHF next week. Price will come for this place. It's not prophecy. It's not prophecy. But price will come down. Price will come for this area. See, key level, touch, 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 touch. So price will come here to fill this imbalance and then shoot up. So next week, if this will happen next week, please don't be surprised. Just play along, trade along, fund your account, trade along. Is that okay? Well, of course, we will give you the directives and directions here on the live session. Just feel free. Is that okay? Every trader's this thing is to take risk. We come and take risk, and if you are doing well, it will play out more time for you than not. Very simple. Is that okay? And that's why we do these live sessions, to give us that helping hand to to trade responsibly and to trade safe. So this is a next week's trade for you USD CHF. Weekly now, the sellers from the weekly could not close with body. So normally if we close with body like this, what would have done is to come here to retrace and come down here. Is it not? But as now we have closed with a week like this, that is tendencies that we want to come back up. Okay, I'm not explaining it again. No. Let me see what we have again. USD JPY. These JPY pairs, maybe by next week, I'll have something tangible for them, right? It's just, this one is just stripping the high, and 4 hours, it has not yet expanded. So just stay clear of this one for now. And I think that's that. Let me see something. Okay. Okay. Why is this thing dirty like this? No, don't mind me. I study a lot. That's why I'm just looking like that. So I'm seeing a daily sweep, a weekly sweep here. Let me see daily. Okay, that's what's happening. So you see that daily has been buying, buying, buying. So on the 4 hours time frame, this is simply what daily is trying to do on the 4 hours time frame. Price is just trying to do what? Price is trying to sweep this liquidity here, tap into this guy, and do what? Is this not the same thing that I analyzed for Euro CHF? Is it not? Is this not? It's only the same thing I analyzed for Euro CHF. So you see that AUD CHF and Euro CHF are looking very similar. So what we have to do is see how we can capitalize on this next week. Is that okay? So that's that. And then Euro AUD, same thing. Okay, now wow. Euro AUD, this week is not strong enough. This weekly candle is not strong enough to close below. And you can see daily has already given us sign. That daily too did not close. So is that not 4 hours telling us, Baba, join in the sell, join in the buy? Okay. So is it not a good opportunity for us to look for entry opportunities whenever price decides to trade into here and go? Next week will be good. We should make money next week. We should make money the way we did this week. We should make money next week. We should make a lot of money next week. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. Is that okay? And then Euro GBP will be my last currency for today. I don't even know what's happening here. Let me see. Euro GBP. Okay. I remember saying something about Euro GBP coming for this guy. I think it was yesterday. I said that price may sweep here and come for here. What I did not even notice is that this place is a key level safe. This place is a key level. So what price was simply doing was trying to sweep in this liquidity, touch the key level. So you see that this key level aligned with what? Aligned with an order block here. So price just touch it and then it's going. So you see that we are just reviewing what we are trying to do for. So where should we go for? I think we should go for this high. Is it not? So we see that we have a target for the high. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to follow up 4 hours expansion. So you see that the most recent expansion, is it not here? Look at it now. Can you see? This is the most recent expansion. But this candle has to close bullish first before we can look for entry on the 1 hour time frame. So when price, let's say we close bullish and price now enters this 1 hour time frame, we can now do what? We can now look for price to change character and then we buy. Is that okay? So I've talked plenty. Today I was supposed to just do review. I ended up teaching. All right. So I hope you understand what we just broke down. I may not do synthetics today, but we'll do it on next live session. So Mr. Val, thank you very much. Emmanuel Ogale, Joy Kuti, Kehinde, Mr. Clinton, Nosa, Oluti, Prince, Solomon, Tamarami, Taufik, Tayo Bakari, and thank God Ezeano. Thank you very much, everyone. I will see you next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.